Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Love Riches. If you're an existing subscriber, a big shout out. If you're a new subscriber, you're welcome. I've missed you guys so much. Well, so today I will be sharing something very vital and educative, right? As you all know, as we grow, we evolve, we learn every day, and I felt that this is something that is one of my experiences which I'm so grateful to and to God for. So I felt like I should put it out there, so if there could actually be anyone in my shoes who could learn from me, because I'm learning from people are learning from me, so it's vice versa. So this is something, like I said before, this is something that I am so grateful to God for, and to myself for actually going through the phase and experiencing it, like being part of my life every blessed day. Like, I am so grateful, right? So in the year 2025, I started on a smooth and rocky way, but God be the glory, I scaled through. And I must say that throughout the year 2025, there are lots of things that I am grateful to God for, to myself as well. And there are lots of lessons I learned. There are lots of changes I went through, and those changes made me stronger, um, made me to rediscover myself, made me to actually know my strength and my abilities. And I felt it necessary, because someone may be out there who actually need this, or who is going through same fate, and who knows, saying it out or sharing it out on this platform might just help someone out there. So like I said before, the year 2025 has been really smooth and at the same time rocky for me. So there are lessons I learned in this 2025, which I'm really grateful to God for. And there are four vital lessons which I feel every lady out there, I am emphasizing more on the girls, because I I don't know, but specifically, this is supposed to be generally, right? But ladies in the society, right, we tend to be more vulnerable and fragile compared to the alpha male. So I felt that this video is basically going directly to the females, right? So um let's get into it. So the year 2025, I learned four vital lessons which has really made a useful impact on my life. I'm not gonna lie. So the number one thing I learned this year was the fact that I learned how to accept rejection. Yes, I learned to accept rejection. Sorry, rejection. In all, when I mean accepting rejection, I mean in all aspects of life, right? But physically, career wise, even in the family, right? The kind of friends, your relationship, you name it. So there are various ways sometimes rejection hits us on the face, and it's really it tends to be really draining and frustrating. Like it affects our, most of the times it affects us, not just physically, but our mental health is at stake, right? So I I learned to accept rejection unlike before, right? Um, when someone or something makes me feel like I am not enough and I don't deserve to be where I am, or being close to the person, or it could just be anything, like you're not needed there. The attitude, the approach, and everything tells you that, okay, you're not needed here. This person doesn't want you, right? This person doesn't want you. The location, the environment you find yourself, you're not happy, you're not free, you're not needed there. It's okay. It's part of life. So, like I said, unlike before, sometimes when I get rejected, I feel so bad. I feel so bad to the extent that it just eats me up. It eats me up, and I found myself losing myself in the process. Like, this thing gets to me so much that it was not only affecting my self-esteem, it will break me down practically. It will break me down emotionally. It will drain me. Like, you you can see it from miles afar. You can tell that, oh, this person is going through so thing. But in this year 2025, I try to, like, accept rejection. I have this mindset that, oh, this thing I'm going into, this is also person I'm hanging out with, whether a friend or my boyfriend or whoever it could be, even a relative, right? A relative, I'm not talking about nuclear family, because I love my siblings, my mom, and they love me too. So I'm not talking about the nuclear family. I'm talking about extended family, like cousins, nephews, niece, all that. But because I believe so much in family, so if there's this kind of detachment, like anything that makes me so uncomfortable, like I am not needed in this place, I just accept it. And trust me, since the very day I made up my mind to do that, I have this peace, I have this self-respect. I don't feel belittled. I just feel okay with myself. I'm at peace. I'm happy with myself and all that. So if you are out there and you're having this kind of faith, it's okay. Just take it. It's part of life. It's okay to feel that way. And rejection must come. It's inevitable. You can't avoid it. It's part of life. So the moment I realize and understand that ideology, I knew how to manage it, and I gradually knew how to deal with it. I understand that, okay, this is life, right? Sometimes you cannot always be accepted. It could be your career, your place of work. If it's taking a toll on you, right? You've been putting in your best to be productive to the organization, and these people, they are like, you're not appreciated. And sometimes when you want to go to work, like, you're angry, you're scared, you're nervous and everything. Quit. My darlings, please quit. Not just a career alone. It could be a friend, right? It could be a friend. This friend, you take this friend to be your, maybe like a sister or a brother, and this person doesn't even feel the same way. The way you see them is not the same way they see you, and it's okay. It's very simple. It's that easy. You're not needed. They don't value you in as much as you value them. So it's fine, and it's okay for you to take a walk. Right? It's okay for you to take a walk. At least have that, if just have that self-esteem for yourself, and understand that this person doesn't want you. Just like every other areas of life. Once you realize that you're not needed, you are rejected, take it as a way of life, right? Take it as part of life. Get used to it, and expect everyone not to behave the same, or everyone to behave just like you. Yes, you may be an intentional person, you may be a kind person, you may be a loving person. You accept everybody, like, you're free, you're good, you're kind with everybody. Everybody cannot be the same as you. The moment you understand that, the better for you, and the better peace and happiness you find. So the second thing on my list is how to deal with disappointment. Disappointment. Hey, God. God. Guys, I hate disappointment. Right from when I was a kid. Please, don't even say it. If you know you're not going to follow up and give me what I asked you for, Please don't even say it. So when I mean disappointment, I'm not talking about the monetary aspects. Yes, because in Nigeria here we have this idea, like this mindset that once you talk about disappointment, you just go to the financial aspect of it. Oh, I need money, and this so person promised to give you money, and at the end of the day they disappointed you and you are heartbroken. No, that's not what I'm talking about. Like I said, it's this 4 points I'm about to highlight here. It's applicable to all areas of life: financially, physically, emotionally, spiritually, in all aspects of life. Yes, in all aspects of life. So stop having that. How do I put it? Like, stop having that. I'm looking for a better word to use, right? Stop. Just reduce that your extent of expectation. That your expectation, lower it a bit, right? Because I am making more emphasis on this disappointment, because sometimes disappointments can lead to death. There are certain things like you put so much hope on, and at the end of the day you get disappointed. You may not be able to take it. I'm saying this based on life experiences. I've seen people just die, like out of fear, like their whole mind, their heart, their everything was invested in that thing, in that person, in that job, in that relationship. Like they were so hopeful that at the end of the day, this is what I'm getting. And at the end of the day, you are disappointed. You are disappointed. Yes, it can kill. It can kill. Yes, so like I said before, lower your expectation. Yes, it's okay to be hopeful. It's okay to be optimistic. But then have a plan B. I love this. I want to do this. I'm expecting this. But what if it doesn't happen? What's your plan B? What if it doesn't happen? What's your plan B? That should always be your mindset. Because in life, things don't turn out the way we want them to be. Right? Not everything in life we expect to be actually be. Yes, let me put it in that layman's language. Not everything we expect to be actually turns out to be. So you need to have a plan B, so you don't get disappointed. Like I said before, it's good to be optimistic. It's good to be hopeful. It's good to aspire for good things for yourself. But then, your expectation should at some times be average, be moderate. Always have this feeling that sometimes life doesn't give us what we actually want. In as much as we put in the work, in as much as we are hopeful, in as much as we keep going, you just pray to God, do what best you can do and leave the rest. Disappointments are part of human existence and part of life. So I am speaking to you as someone who has gone down this way, who at some point, at many points in my life, I fell out. I lost myself completely. Like I never thought I could survive it. Like it took a toll on me that guys, I honestly didn't know I was going to survive it. But coming out of it, I realized that all those things, all those disappointments I had, eventually I came out of it. And I became stronger. I became wiser. I learned a lot. I plan ahead. And it makes me a better person. It made me a better person. It made me to know things I don't know. So please, guys, disappointment is part of life. It's okay to experience it. But don't let it ruin you or get to you. It's not that serious. So I think the third thing I learned in this 2025 is my finances. My finances. Considering the fact that I went to a boarding school, yes, and it's expected of me to be financially wise. Yes, that's my own understanding. Like, boarding student, if you're a teenager or a child who went to a boarding school, you are expected to, you know be independent. You need to have some sort of independence. You plan yourself, you budget yourself, because at that young age you're not with your parents. You are just all by yourself, and you are navigating school, people, relationship, and everything. So in but then, no, it didn't work out for me. I'm this kind of person that whenever money comes to my hand, I just do whatever I want to do. Like, I don't do a budget. And at the end of the day, I end up spending, lavishly. And at the end of the day, I have nothing to show for. And it takes me back. I have to start all over again. Like, working from January to December, and you don't have something tangible for you can imagine that kind of a thing. So in this year 2025, I had to stop that habit. Though mom see has really been on my neck, my mom, because I can say it, I can beat my chest that my mom is a good home manager, right? Even when my late dad was alive, he used to testify that whatever you gives to her, she knows how to put the home together. She knows how to economize the kids, everything in the house. Make sure that the house is in order, no matter how hard sometimes things can get. She always makes sure things are put together. And she keeps saying it, that these are one of the most vital quality of a good lady and a good woman. She keeps singing it into my ear, but I never really understood it until I decided to be on my own. I realized I had to pay rent, feed myself, change my clothes, right? Toiletries and all that, transportation, everything. And I still have responsibility, yes, because whether I like whether I accept it or not, my mom has put in so much effort into my life, and I have siblings. So sometimes these are people that I love so much. I'm so intentional about them, and from my heart, sometimes I just want to, like, gift them, do something for them that will make them happy and also make me happy as well. So I realized that at the end of the day, if I don't put myself together and budget wise, spend wisely, I would not be able to do any of those things. I won't. So I started to, from time to time, I began to implement that habit of saving, making a budget, and spending my money wisely. Like I said in my last vlog, I'm a 9 to 5 worker. Yes, I'm a 9 to 5 workers. I based on monthly salary. So I know before the month ends, before I get my paycheck, I would have to write a list of things I need for the month, my needs. Basically, first of all, my needs and my family, right? My family, because I made it, I make it a habit that at the end of every month, I have to gift my mom and my sisters something that is very special. It makes me happy, not because they are feeling so entitled to me, but that's the way I was brought up. Like, I feel like gifting them this particular thing is going to make me happy first of all, first, even before them, right? So it makes me happy. So I realized that since I'm on my own and I have a lot of bills to be paid, I have to cut my spending. So before the month's end, I will make a list, my needs, that of my family, and my wants. If I realize that those wants I have when I'm done collecting my money at the end of the month, and I get those needs, right? Then the 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 leftover the leftover for it, I keep it you know for future purpose. So what I did was that I opened three accounts. I had a bank with Fidelity, UBA, and Access. So my Access account basically is for my rent, my electricity bill, my water, trash and all that. So what I do is that at the end of every month, once I'm paid my salary, I take a cut out of it, I deposit in that Access account. I don't have a debit card for it, and I don't receive alerts. So that's what I do. Then the second account, which is my UBA, is for my wants. The third one, let me just go to my Fidelity Bank first. So my Fidelity Bank is for my needs. When I'm talking about needs, I'm talking about my food, right? My food, my clothing, my toiletries, and all that. So I take a cut out of my pay and I deposit it in that account. Then I forgot something, my family, like I told you, gifting, my family members. So it's still part of the Fidelity account. Then lastly, my UBA account, shopping account. Yes, shopping accounts. Basically, when I want to go for a solo date, I want to go for staycation, like, at the end of the year, sometimes after all the work and all the stress, you just want to go to somewhere different from the house and have a breath of fresh air, you know, do some kind of fun activities, relax, siesta, fun, trying a lot of things that makes you happy and your body relaxed, right? So that's the account. That UB account is for all those purposes. My solo dates, my beach hangout, things like that. So that's what I do. And subsequently, my mom keep telling me that she's proud of me, because that if I would be able to do it the way I do it, definitely when I get married and I start having kids, right? When I get married and I start having kids, it won't be that difficult for me. I'll be able to navigate. I'll be able to navigate. And the general saying that says that a supportive wife, this is one of the virtue of a supportive wife, aside from being a hardworking and industrious woman. If you're hardworking, if you're working for money and you don't know money ethics and financial ethics, you would not be able to navigate the world, right? Especially now in Nigeria, everything you have to do, you have to be calculative, you have to know what you're doing. Whatever penny you're spending, you know where it's going to. Something you can account for. So, and it helped me so much that at the end of the day, I end up not being stranded. No matter how little it is, I'm content, I'm happy, for those little things I can actually do for myself. And it's a form of discipline. It's a form of discipline in the sense that it has helped me so much. So much. It's very important to be financially wise, especially our spending habits, because you never can tell. You never can tell in case of future emergency, like health, anything could happen. An emergency can just come up and you're left with nothing. You don't even know where to start. Especially the saving aspect, you have to be very intentional about it, like very disciplined. You have to understand that this life, anything can happen, and money 80% of what rules the world, what makes the world and the life what it is money. You need money, whether you like it or not. So if you don't plan yourself, at the end of the day you will be stranded. And trust me, it's a huge issue, because sometimes we the ladies, I make emphasis on the ladies, because it's really hard for us to cope. Unlike the men can adjust, they can do all sorts of menial jobs, some sort of, heavy and tedious jobs, to like put themselves together. As a woman, you can't, except you want to resort to, sleeping with men for money, which I think, for me, I think it's not necessary. It's not necessary, because you can actually make money for yourself. That if you want to, like I said before, I'm speaking for myself. So you have to be financially wise and disciplined. So the last but not the least is choosing and valuing yourself. Regardless, this one is very, very important as a woman, as a lady, right? So choosing and valuing yourself is very, very vital, very, very important. It's not pride. And no, I'm not asking you to be arrogant, rude, or disrespectful. Far from that. There's a difference between a woman who values herself, who has this healthy self-esteem, who knows what she carries, who knows her identity, from a sassy, arrogant, and rude lady, right? So you have to, value yourself. First of all, know yourself, know your abilities, your strengths. Know that regardless, you come first. Regardless, you come first. It's not selfishness, because at some point in my life, I was doing a lot of things, to please people and displease myself. Because at the end of the day, when I do those things, I end up, hurting myself. Closed doors. Like, I'll be in my mind, I'll be like, but this thing is so uncomfortable for me. How do I do? Now I've already done this. What do I do now? How do I navigate this? And if I don't do this for this person, the person is going to feel bad. Like, the person will not be happy at the expense of my own happiness. Can you imagine? And this thing became really, really tough for me. That I was losing myself. And I don't understand it. I was losing myself. I was like, what the heck? I'm not happy. Things I even do for people and the kind of chances I give to other people, I don't even give it to myself. The life is too short. You are who you are. Your happiness matters. You matter more than anything. Anything that tampers with your happiness, please let go. It's not that serious. It's not worth it. Anything that tampers with your happiness, your mental health, your peace, let it go. It could be a relationship. It could be a career. Even in the family. Yes, you love your family, but your happiness comes first. Even your kids, you need to understand, even before you brought them into the world, you have you and you alone. So you need to place yourself first, know your identity, know who you are, because trust me, if you cannot recognize yourself, nobody is going to recognize you. Now the approach life gives to you and people around you, how you're treated, solely depends on the kind of value you place on yourself. No one is going to respect you when you're so disorganized. You feel less of yourself. You feel that, oh, you're not good enough. You can't even do it. Before even doing it, you've already lost confidence in yourself. You feel that, oh, this thing is way bigger than me. I can't do this. And at the end of the day, people will fall for it. People will learn from you, and they will start, going with the flow. And trust me, it hurts you more and more. So please, love yourself. Choose yourself. Regardless. Place yourself first, and you realize that you have this inner peace. You are happy. unapologetically, unashamed. What people say doesn't matter. It's your life. You are living for you and you alone, provided you know what you're doing is right, and generally you know this thing is good. If you are above 18 and you are watching this video as a lady, you know, okay, this is also thing I am doing. This is the outcome. This is the advantage. This is the disadvantage. This thing I'm doing, will I be proud of it in the presence of God and man? Does this thing make me happy? That's all that matters. Any other person's opinion does not count. It doesn't. If they want to say whatever they want to say, it's fine. It's okay. It's part of life. People must talk. You need to erase that from your mind. Focus on yourself. Value yourself. It involves a lot. Self-care, skill empowerment. Of course, you go to school, you're productive. You have a value to create. You're a virtuous woman. Invest in books, attend seminars, conference, network. That energy, that good vibes, that positive energy, wherever you found yourself, just let it out. Don't mind who is watching, who is criticizing, who is doing, provided what you are doing is right. Invest in yourself, spiritually, financially, materially, and otherwise. Believe that you can do more than even those famous and powerful women in the society. They started just like you, and the world is celebrating them. You can actually do more than that, depending on your mindset and the work you put into it. So guys, if you've watched this video till this moment, oh my god, I don't know what to say, but I appreciate you so much for your time, and I do hope that these 4 vital points I make, pass a message to you. And thank you all for watching. I love you so much. So I will see you all in my next vlog. So please guys, do well to subscribe. Our former vlog, I got 4 additional subscribers. Wow. Wow, that's massive for me. So please, as you're watching this video, do well to like, comment, share, and subscribe. More importantly, please do subscribe. I love you guys so much. Bye.